Hey everybody. People have been asking me about homemade security pins, and it's a pretty simple process. It's really down to practice. What you do is you take a standard driver pin like this, a couple of files, and basically a power drill like most people have around the home, and you can use it as a sort of makeshift lathe to cut them into all sorts of shapes. And what I have here are a few different examples of work that I've done compared to factory-made pins. So this is a Medico biaxial mushroom pin. This is a similar copy of that style that I did using a spare Yale pin and a file. This is a American lock serrated pin. This is an attempt at executing a similar design, again on one of these old Yale pins that I have. This is a quickset spool. This is a homemade spool. A couple of attempts at homemade barrel pins that didn't quite come out as well as I wanted, but good practice. These are a couple of examples of a new design that a very clever guy on Lockpicking 101 has come up with, called a Lulu, and I've been playing around with trying to make that and seeing just how well they work, because as far as I know there's no factory version of that, and that's one of the great things about this technique, is that you can make pins that you really can't buy or find anywhere. So what we're going to do is put these down, and we're going to get out some files like you can get at a hobby store or a craft store or even a decent hardware store. For this, I'm going to use these two half-round files. If we can get some actual contrast here, because the light's a bit harsh. So you can see it sort of has a curve on this side and kind of a sharp edge right there. And that's what we want for this. For the technique I'm going to show you. We're going to get a couple of driver pins out of this old pin assortment, or HPC pin kit, that I don't know how old that thing is, but it doesn't fit anything anymore. And we're going to take this power drill. We're going to fit one of these driver pins into the chuck, and what we're going to do is we're just going to put the very, very end of it in. We don't want too much of it to be inside the drill, because we're actually going to use the face of the drill chuck as kind of an index point, and we're going to just hold the edge of this file against the pin and just press down very lightly, and occasionally we're going to run it along the side of the pin like that. Okay, and you're going to want to turn the volume down on your video player right now, because this is going to get a little bit noisy. Actually, I'm going to reverse the direction on this drill, because I'm doing it backwards from how I normally do it. And hopefully you can see there, if again the lighting isn't too bad, that you're now getting a little bit of a ridge going on that pin that we have in there. And it's looking okay, so we're going to keep going. Right. Don't want to slip, and it's amazing how difficult it is to do this while trying very hard to not